I wonder whether it's time to talk about racism against white people. 3 white police officers have just won a discrimination case after being unfairly passed over for promotion because they were white British by Thames Valley Police. Instead of going for one of those officers who have between 19 and 26 years experience in the police force, they parachuted in Sergeant Sidhu to the role of detective inspector, despite them not even being promoted to inspector at the time. The police force then tried to cover this up by saying it was part of a BAME progression programme, which it turned out didn't even exist. So, we have a major police force that's turned down very well qualified white candidates because they're white, just so Sergeant Sidhu can have a go to get the diversity numbers up. Well, we're prioritising diversity over public safety. But it's not just the police, is it? The RAF launched diversity targets that discriminated against white men. It turned out that the RAF had a target to make sure 40% of the force was female and 20% was from an ethnic minority background by 2030. Why? Who cares? We're talking about the defence of the realm here. The army is just as bad. One recruiter revealed there was an annual training day in the military where personnel learnt about unconscious bias, microaggressions, safe spaces, pronouns and inclusion, and that there were woke targets for recruitment as well. MI5 has offered internships to everyone except white people. Only people from a black, Asian or minority ethnic background could apply. And the media. Apparently there's an advert for an internship on Robert Peston's political show. Again, white people can't apply. Can you imagine the outrage if we here at GB News had an internship that only white working class boys could apply for? We'd actually have some justification for it though, wouldn't we? Because working class white boys have been the least likely to make it to university since 2007. They also became the least likely to attend the UK's most elite universities. I think we should have a serious conversation about whether we actually need diversity targets, whether those targets could make us all less safe, and whether there is institutional racism against white people.